Students, today we are going to discuss about respiration in plants. Respiration, actually, it is a process of release of energy by oxidation of organic molecules. The energy stored in carbohydrate molecules during photosynthesis is released during cellular oxidation of carbohydrates into CO2 and H2O. This is called respiration. In respiration, the oxidation of various organic food substances like carbohydrates, fats, proteins, etc. may take place. Among these, glucose is the commonest. Its oxidation process, or we can say respiration process, is just like oxidation of glucose molecules with the help of oxygen, and it forms CO2 and water molecules and release energy. And this energy is used in the different mechanisms or different biological process for the our living beings body. रेस्पिरेशन में फोटोसिंथेसिस के दौरान जो ऑर्गेनिक मॉलिक्यूल्स का जो प्रोडक्शन होता है ग्लाइकोलाइसिस में फोटोसिंथेसिस के जो लाइट रिएक्शंस हैं और कैल्विन साइकिल है, उनमें जो ऑर्गेनिक मॉलिक्यूल्स लाइक ग्लूकोज का प्रोडक्शन होता है, उन्हीं ग्लूकोज मॉलिक्यूल्स का रेस्पिरेशन प्रोसेस के दौरान इनका ऑक्सीडेशन होता है इन द प्रेजेंस ऑफ ऑक्सीजन एंड दे रिलीज CO2 एंड H2O एंड एनर्जी। और इस ऊर्जा का उपयोग सजीवों के द्वारा अपनी विभिन्न जैविक क्रियाओं को संचालित करने में किया जाता है। टाइप्स ऑफ respiration, it may be of two types. First is aerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration it leads to complete oxidation of organic substances in presence of oxygen and carbon dioxide and water, and large amount of energy is released during this process of aerobic respiration. It is common in higher organisms. The reactions can be summed up as glucose molecule plus oxygen molecule, and it releases CO2, water molecules and energy. How much of the energy in a glucose molecule eventually becomes available to the cell is an interesting consideration. The difference in energy content between the reactants like glucose and oxygen and the products like CO2 and H2O is 686 kilocalories. In other words, this is the total amount of energy available for the production of ATP molecules. An ATP phosphate bond has an energy content of 7.3 kilocalories, and 36 of these are produced during glucose breakdown. So 263 out of 686, the available energy is transferred from glucose to ATP. The rest of the energy is lost in the form of heat. We may conclude that the energy yield of 36 ATP molecules represent 39% of the total energy that is available in a glucose molecule oxidation. Next is anaerobic respiration. This takes place in completely absence of oxygen. It occurs in bacteria and yeast. It is also known as fermentation. There is a net gain of only 2 ATPs. The term anaerobic respiration was given by Kosukev. Anaerobic respiration is also called fermentation and it was discovered by Gay Lussac. The term was given by Cruikshank. Fermentation can be of two types: homofermentative, when only one end product is formed; heterofermentative, when two or more end products are formed. It may be of two types. First is lactic acid fermentation. This process takes place in muscles when they are undergoing too much or sudden physical work, exercise, or sprinting, and lactobacillus. Here, the pyruvic acid is converted into lactic acid with the help of an enzyme, lactic dehydrogenase. Flavin mononucleotide act as coenzyme and zinc act as cofactor in this process. Lactic acid accumulation in muscles cause muscle fatigue. 20% lactic acid undergoes complete aerobic breakdown in liver to release CO2, water and energy. Whereas 80% of lactic acid gets converted into glycogen in presence of ATP by Cori cycle. Here, the reaction can be summed up as glucose. It turns into pyruvate, where pyruvate, with the help of reducing power, it converts into, in the presence of lactase dehydrogenase and flavin mononucleotide and zinc, it converts into lactic acid. And it's a anaerobic type of respiration which causes muscle fatigue in our body. Next is alcohol fermentation. This takes place in yeast. Brewing yeast or Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Here, the pyruvic acid first decarboxylated to acetaldehyde in the presence of enzyme carboxylase. Thiamine pyrophosphate is required as cofactor in this process. Acetaldehyde is then reduced to ethyl alcohol by the enzyme alcohol dehydrogenase. Coenzyme NADH2 is oxidized in this process. Ethanol is lost, so large amount of energy is wasted. Accumulation of alcohol in culture stops yeast multiplication and may lead to death of cells. RQ, or we can say respiratory quotient. The ratio of volume of CO2 evolved to the volume of oxygen consumed during respiration is called RQ. Respiratory quotient formula is volume of CO2 evolved divided by volume of O2 or oxygen absorbed. RQ depends upon the type of respiratory substance. For carbohydrate, the value of RQ is always 1. For fats and proteins, value of RQ is less than 1. For organic acids, the value of respiratory quotient is always more than 1. under anaerobic conditions, value of due to anaerobic respiration, the value of carbs is infinite. In suckling plant, the value of RQ is 0. Aerobic respiration is completed in 5 steps. First is glycolysis. It takes place in cytoplasm. It is also known as EMP, Embden-Meyerhof and Paranis pathway, which described in 1930. It is an aerobic phase. Second is oxidative decarboxylation. Third is citric acid or Krebs cycle. It occurs in mitochondrial matrix. It is also known as TCA cycle. It is completed in 8 steps. TCA is amphibolic, catabolic as well as anabolic pathway. Fourth is electron transport chain, which takes place in inner mitochondrial membrane. Fifth is oxidative phosphorylation. It takes place in oxysomes on the inner membrane of mitochondria. The mechanism was proposed by Peter Michel, for which he got Nobel Prize in 1978. So here today we discuss about what is the general basic definition of respiration and types of respiration like aerobic and anaerobic and respiratory quotient. So थैंक यू स्टूडेंट्स, आज के लिए इतना ही.